Hello, everybody. This is a Lamley showcase, a sneak peek preview with the Hot Wheels team, and here is a legend, Phil Riehlman. How are you? Do you like being called a legend?
It's a little weird.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
But you are in this world. I can see how you're treated in the hallways, and we've done videos with you and thoroughly enjoyed them, and we are so happy to have you back. Phil Riehlman is with us, Hot Wheels designer extraordinaire, and there is Charlie over there. We're going to get to you in a second, Charlie. But Phil, I think the last time we did this, you showed 143 and I think Elite 6.4, and I think we're going to do that again today, correct?
Yes, correct.
All right. Well, I started the shot with the Porsche 993. We saw this, what, it's been a few months now. Very, very popular, sold out. That was your design.
Yeah.
And now you've got a few others to show us, and then I think we'll start with that with Elite 6.4, and then we'll move over to the 143. So I have here, and then I know there's a lot for you to show, but let's move over to that Radford that just went on sale, but I know is not in anybody's hand yet. So let's talk about that model first.
Yeah, so that's pre-sale. That car, I don't know how many of your viewers are familiar with this car. Probably not a lot because it's kind of under the radar. But
I will admit to not being familiar at all with it until I saw it going up for sale.
Yeah, if you get a chance, look into it, watch the videos. It's a really cool car. The folks at Radford built that and ran it at Pikes Peak and won their class. Very cool car in person. Just the overall shapes and everything on it is just a really cool car. And
this is the thing that I noticed, and like I said, no one has seen it before. First off, I had to learn what it was, and yeah, I did end up seeing a bunch of videos on it and everything else, and yeah, it is a really rad car. But one thing that you said to me, and I would totally attest to this, is how cool it is in person. So what did you do to replicate that?
Yeah, I mean, this car, like a lot of our cars, in photographs doesn't truly look as good as it does in person.
You can pick it up and show it to us if you want to.
Yeah,
put it in the camera.
I mean, with the carbon fiber finish and the old golden black and all the deco that's on this car, and this being Elite 64, it's a little bit more authentic and scaled more accurately, and the tires are the right size and all that kind of stuff.
You're building everything from scratch, right?
Yeah, yep. And we got digital files from the licensor for this,
cool.
So it's right on the money.
The thing that I noticed real quickly with this, and I think, I would imagine, and this might be a topic from another time, but you get to widen the canvas with this brand, right? Is like you're really get to work in maybe differently than the 4-part Hot Wheels, right? The basics.
Let me just say I'm using my watch calculator a lot more than I ever have in my life.
Sure, yeah. You're just so excited to pull that wrist up and work on your watch calculator. I get it. And what you're seeing, like here, like the carbon fiber full body, like that you got to do some detailing in that way with this, like, and then the wheels. I think what I noticed in particular when I pulled it out of the package was how detailed the wheels were, and I'm sure that was fun to do, and then just the amount of detail from top to bottom that this model has, and I would assume being able to work in that at that level is pretty fun.
Oh yeah. I was amazed at how they pulled off the wheels, because that's pretty deep detail in there to catch that and have it done so nicely.
It's a super, super cool model. So, okay, so you've got this one that people will, I think, are coming. It's coming fairly soon, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the delivery dates are on that.
I think I heard fairly soon. But you've got some others that you've been working on. And I definitely want to, hopefully, you can see them now. There's Land Cruiser, I think, already was for sale. And I don't know if that's been shipped, but let's talk through this thing.
Okay, so this vehicle comes like this with the basic Steely wheels, front and back. And this is a custom FJ45 Troopy. The interior's, it's hard to see a little bit, but it's all custom overlanded out. It's custom in the fact that it's a 4-door, and the Troopy didn't come in a 4-door. So
oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes. So then you get a bunch of pieces that you can put on there. They snap on to the point where you can get it to there.
That's insane.
And
Really, it's
if
amazing.
you notice, we also have a second set of wheels that you can, we have a tool to make it easy, but you
Yeah.
can just swap them out and go with either the Steelies or the alloys. And then we also have a roof tent, which is very easy to put on unless you're on camera.
That's how it usually works, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to put it on the wrong one. That's why. It won't go on with all that stuff on there.
What's cool about this, and I should say this while you're doing this is as I've learned, this is way down your alley. Is
Yeah.
the style of stuff.
Yeah, I don't overland too much, but I do a lot of off-roading.
Yeah.
So,
So I don't think you were opposed to doing
Whoa.
this.
this is new. There we go.
See, this is the only line where we can play setup, on these videos, on these
Yeah.
sneak peek videos. That is so cool. And all this comes in the same kit. Like I have
Yep.
it and I haven't even opened it up yet, and I got to look forward to ripping
Yep.
it open. And so you can do all these different versions of. I didn't even know if I realized that the wheels swap too.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Got
Okay.
lots of options.
So that one's cool, and that's I think the third or fourth of these
Yeah, the mod shop.
the mod shop
Kits,
sets. Yeah.
yeah.
And are you working on any other? You don't have to say what you're working on, but are you working on some other ones?
There's at least one more coming.
Okay, cool. Cool. We'll look forward to that one. All right, what else you got? There's one I'm eyeing over here.
All right.
That one.
BMW
Yes.
3.0 CSL race.
It is. Yeah, these are, I get to walk in here and start filming, and then, ultimately I don't even want to start filming because I just want to geek out on these cars. And this one in particular, I noticed because this one, I think we've seen it as a basic and a premium, right? But then you
Yeah.
got to do this one. Talk about this one a little bit.
Yeah, this one we went with I think the premium we went with it was like 2 years earlier in this one. This is
Yes.
a 75, and the other one's a 73.
73. Yeah, you're right.
It has
Okay.
the smaller box fenders. This is the big old boxed fenders. So just wanted that, to me, that era with those big wide
Sure,
bodies
sure.
was so cool. And this one is definitely one of those cars that
And I'm looking at the wheel wells and
memory.
everything. This is something that I would think with Elite 6.4 that you can really capture is the way the wheels sit, right?
yeah, and one thing I did to this car that
You can
we
pick it
haven't
up if you want.
done with other ones is these are two-part wheels.
Oh, they are?
Yes, so the wheel center is separate. So we could get a nice light spray on there and get that fine definition of those fine spokes.
I got to go as close up as I
Cast
can on
spoke
that.
wheels.
That is actually really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, they really are detailed. So that whole middle part is its own separate piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't. Okay, see, this is the kind of stuff. Then it's like that level of detail that you can go on these cars is what gets really exciting about the Elite 6.4. So
Yeah.
that's fabulous.
Parts count on this thing's a little insane. The got 3 parts for the grill, and then you got the headlights, which are 2 more parts. We put a couple extra parts on the chassis so we could get that fine, full round detail that's not just melded into the chassis.
And there's a look, you mentioned that era. There's a look that these cars have, especially when you see them like coming around a corner on a turn, that just the way they sit and the way they're like how wide they are. And then there's like a certain roundness to them. I don't know how to put it, but it's like they really do look like they're sitting right on top of the wheels. And
Yeah.
it looks like you were able to capture that
Yeah.
in these cars. So I think that's really, really cool. Well, I'm very, very excited about that one.
Yeah, I've really pushed to get the tolerances tighter on these so we can get a little less clearance on the wheels and tires.
Well, it's amazing just seeing it from the side profile, just to see how those wheels are sitting, and the fact that thing rolls. Here, roll it on the mat, and yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm really excited about that one. So I will, I will probably have a couple of those. What else you got for anything else from Elite?
Yeah, we got this one. It's in package. This one actually comes out before the BMW.
Oh, it
We got
does?
This Porsche 963.
And we don't have a loose one. We have it in package. If I can get a loose one and put it on the turntable, I will. But right now, this is what is in package. So a Porsche coming, the 963, huh? Wow.
Yep. Paul DeLorean did this one for me, and came out really nice. Just tons of graphics.
And these cars and the silhouette and this is an exciting one. We've seen Hot Wheels diving into this, this car type as well. But it's I'm just looking at it. I would like to look at it out of the package, of course, but we'll get there. Yeah. And you're saying this one's super detailed as well.
Yeah. I mean, if you can see if you
go
zoom
close
in on those tires with a 3-color graphic.
Oh wow, yeah.
On the logo,
which is not something you see very often. Yeah.
Tires there.
That is. Oh yeah, and I'm trying to get a sense of that spoiler and everything else. That's a fantastic model. And so that's what we'll see next, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the BMW.
I believe so.
And
I believe so.
Like that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, all right. So we're not done because Charlie, you got one, right?
I do have one.
We'll slide over.
All right, Charlie, what you got for us?
Okay, this one came out earlier, about a month ago, but
Yes.
This is the Pandem A86. This is one of my favorite tools that I've done, the amount of detail that we were able to get. One thing that I like focusing on are the pins for the taillights. I like to make them part of the design that's originally on the taillight or the headlight.
Yeah.
So that way, it doesn't look like it's just put in there. It actually looks like it is the taillight just shrunken down, or the headlight in this case looks like the actual
Right,
bulb,
without the pin. I see that. Yeah, that's awesome.
So we really try to go all out with these. And of course, stands. I don't know if you can see the camber on here.
I can probably hit the angle right. There we go. Yeah, I got it. I got it.
It is, that has been the challenge with getting cool camber on a vehicle like this. Because, when we're doing these vehicles, we want to make it right, especially for the fans of these vehicles. Everyone's a fan of a certain kind of car, and if you're buying something to this level, you want it to look right, feel right,
Sure.
be what you want it to be. And the fact that this rolls as well.
Which is a cast roll, right?
Yeah, I mean, we try to make the best of both worlds, basically.
I love it.
And I mean, just look at this. I think it's a pretty awesome lineup that we've got going on. And I was able to bring something else as well.
You got something early.
I got an early exclusive.
And I think what you're saying, and I agree with you on this with the Elite 6.4, is the models individually, and Phil, you can chime in too, but the models individually are really great, but it starts to form, like the diversity of the line really forms. You kind of get a little bit sense better, like it can take a right turn very quickly into something completely different. And as you put these collections together, you're really, there's almost wonderfully no rhyme or reason from one thing to the next. You're getting some cool race cars, some cool current cars, some cool modified cars, Overland, all that kind of stuff. And it is kind of cool to see the diversity of this line as you're putting it together. So in that vein, Charlie, what do you got?
So I got something. This is a first shot, okay? So bear with me, I guess, on this.
Okay.
But this...
What does first shot mean for those that don't know?
First shot means basically we are getting the first look at what it's going to look like without graphics or anything like that. So in the middle with all the parts, all the pieces.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, it's the first time they're assembling it all together. They're throwing paint on it, and just to see how everything's working. And
kind of how the parts come together.
Basically, right after first shot.
A prototype.
Got it.
Yeah. Mercedes 6x6.
Oh, so when we say something different, you're doing something different.
We're doing something different, yes.
Holy cow, that is a monster. I've never seen one in person.
I mean, so in the South Bay, not far from here, there was one for sale.
Really?
Yes, one for sale.
And you bought it?
I bought it.
Yeah, right.
And then I was like, hey, this would actually make a really great Elite 64 car.
I need a daily driver.
Yeah, I need a daily, put some hammers in the back. And my milk and lattes, it's got like how many cup holders, right?
At least two.
Yeah, it's got at least two. So it fit everything. But jokes aside, I mean, this is a beast of a car. I mean...
Wow.
And again, Elite 64 is true to scale. So when you look at it compared to, say, the A86, right?
Yeah, there's your view.
That is quite the difference, right?
Yeah, that's one that you don't have the limitations of a basic package where everything will, size-wise, might be kind of the same. Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, this probably wouldn't fit a basic package. But yeah, I mean, again, just the size of this, the amount of die cast, the amount of tires and wheels, right?
Right.
I'm very excited to see this one in our final engineering pilot, which would, be our FEP.
Sure.
With all the graphics and colors, once it has the package as well, I'm excited to see it in that vein. But yeah.
But it's coming.
It's coming.
Any hints on what the deco's gonna look like? If you can't share, you don't share. But
I mean, sometimes we try to stick with what we've seen out there,
Yeah.
right? So perhaps a color like that. I mean, matte black or whatever color this is, semi-gloss black looks pretty cool, I think. Even though
I love it. Yeah. The prototype right here looks really good. You could just kind
Yeah.
of run with that and probably get away with it.
So I don't know. Maybe we do black.
Usually the prototypes really have some weird colors on them. They don't look so.
I've
good. But every
seen-
once
I've
in a
seen
while,
that, yeah.
Some of them come through. And
Yeah.
say, just leave it like that.
Yeah, I know.
Bright olive green car with orange wheels or something.
Yeah,
and no, that looks pretty good.
We get a lot of flesh tone colors for whatever
That's
reason.
true.
Yeah.
That's true, right? They call them the Barbie interiors or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, that is fantastic. So we will look forward to that.
Yep.
Okay. So I think that's Elite 6.4 as we see it now.
Yeah, and I kind of want to put all the cars
Well, you should
together here.
set it up.
Yeah.
Got a mat. You gotta do it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my number one pet peeve is when you see all the cars just parked, not following the lines,
Yeah, your nerd card. You qualify for your nerd card.
Yes, I was one of those kids with those rugs,
Yeah.
when I
Oh
was,
yeah.
But yeah, look at that lineup.
And we have the one guy who took 2 spots.
Yeah.
At
Oh,
the
yes.
Walmart parking lot. The guy staying there at the Walmart
Yep.
parking lot. Put his
Camping
tent
out.
up.
Probably be that guy.
Yeah. So true. That's so true.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. We hit it right. And then maybe the guy in the Porsche would be, like 80 slots out to the back of the parking
Yes.
lot just to make sure no one hit him.
Easy
Yeah,
back there,
he was right
yeah.
over there. Yeah, now it's realistic.
Yes,
There we go.
that is so true.
All right, this is perfect. Very excited about these. And then, so that's Elite 6.4.
Yep.
You both have been playing the 143 game too, right? So we'll switch to that. All right, 143. Phil, you're also in charge of that line.
Yep.
So I'm trying to think. Like we've talked about, you've had 2 R34 Skylines, a few Porsches. I mean, quite a bit. We've seen. I don't know how many cars we're up to now in the 143 line. I know I'm putting you on the
sure.
spot, but quite a few.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
I've had a couple of seasons of 143rd.
And you're still doing it. You're still working on it. And so you got a couple. What? 1, 2, 3. Few new ones. And Charlie, you got you got your hand in that bucket a little bit too, in that cookie jar, right? So
Yeah.
let's see. So we were wondering if this one's out yet. I don't know because I haven't seen it on the pegs, but that doesn't mean because some of these cars go way quicker than I
Yeah.
see them on the pegs. So yeah, clearly GTD.
Yep. Mustang GTD, if I can get it out. One of the fun things with this one is they put that little panel in the back so you can see that suspension back there. So I really tried to capture that.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, that's cool.
But as typical of this line, you've got the disc rotors showing through, wheels and all those kind of details. I think in these recent mixes, I think the paint finish is really improved.
Really cool.
I feel these
Very real car-like, right?
yeah. And I feel these cars have really come a long way from when we started.
So you've seen, so you feel like even since you started that there's been some progress in how you're developing and designing and producing these.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I think we've made some progress.
Cool.
Get to where we want to be.
Well, this one looks really good. And I'm trying to think what color that is. What if there's a Ford color? I mean, I'm assuming it's a factory color.
So interestingly, Ford sent us some photographs of color chips. It's just a bent piece of metal, just
Really?
with an arc. Not necessarily great photographs.
Yeah.
So we did our best from there.
It's a great color. Is my
And
point. It's like
we actually just sprayed a bunch of colors to try to get as close as we thought it was. And we sent them swatches and had them develop the color, and they did a really good job.
It's awesome. Yeah, that's a really, really cool color.
I still haven't seen that color in person. I don't know how close it is, but I think we came up with a good color.
I like it. I like it. I bet you will be closer than you think. Awesome. And I think the same thing applies here. We see a real diversity in the line, right? So
Yeah.
So you go from the GTD and then to what?
Well, then we go kind of old school, and then we head over. Now this is the next mix. We
Okay, so
have-
the GTD is fairly. If it's not out, it's going to be out soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is our 69 Camaro. That
Wow.
we have a LS3 motor in, and it's all ready for pro touring. We put nice suspension on
Oh my
there,
goodness.
independent rear suspension, and modified front suspension, and T356, the 6-speed manual.
You are so looking at the wrong guy to answer that. Yeah. I usually just nod when you say things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But and then again, all the disc brakes and all that fun stuff.
This is what I think is kind of cool too. Is like this is not only an enlarged version of a Hot Wheels and obviously way more detailed, but I do think there is quite like and am I wrong in this? In the castings chosen, sometimes there does seem to be somewhat of a connection to like I mean obviously that era of Camaro is iconic, 67 of course, but even the 69 is iconic, but like, classic Camaros and seeing a classic Camaro, obviously modernized a little bit, of course, but in this scale really works.
Yeah. I mean, the 69 is my favorite Camaro. I just love the body lines on the side and all the surfaces and all that.
It has kind of the perfect line, right? Doesn't it have the perfect look for a car.
It does.
I don't know what it is about that, but yeah, that is.
The RS headlight covers.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
all
cool.
that kind of stuff.
That's
It's just
really cool, and I think this is cool coming from you. And I, as the, when I introduced you as a legend, and you are, you've done the drag bus, one of the most iconic Hot Wheels castings ever, and you've been around long enough, not to say you're an old guy, but you've been around long enough to see that kind of whole.
Charlie thinks I'm an old guy, but
Yeah, we'll talk to you when your hair starts turning gray. But but yes, you've seen that evolution of Hot Wheels, and this, as modern as this is in a 143 scale, it still does feel like it does have a connection to a little bit of a throwback, seeing like a classic Camaro, even if it is totally modded out.
It's done as a Camaro would be done now.
Yeah,
The 69 Camaro.
exactly.
It's pro touring and just what's happening now with older cars.
Yeah, I think it's great. So I'm really excited about this one, and I do think it looks fantastic. All right, what else?
Alrighty, the next one. Ron did this one for me. It's
If you
McLaren.
pull that out and say I didn't do it, we'll all assume Ron did it when you bring out a car like that. So it seems
he
like
does a few supercars.
Ron's little supercar fingers are all over the place. If there's a supercar, you think Ron's probably involved. I mean, he's even stretched into Matchbox with his supercarness, and so so he tends to find his way right into these.
Fingers stretch far.
They really do, don't they? Okay, so this is a Ron design.
Yes, very nicely done. It's the new McLaren.
Yeah.
Looks really good. And I'll probably have him talk more about it when you talk to him.
We'll definitely ask him, but it's it happened under your umbrella, right? So.
Oh yeah, it's got the carbon fiber and that nice dark gray right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look. I want to see it. Let me see if I can get those wheels up close. Oh, look at the tires. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll let Ron talk about this one a little bit more, but yeah, it looks great.
He had his challenges with it, so the body brakes on McLarens are always fun to execute.
Really? Yeah, they. I would imagine that they are, and there's these supercars now are full of all kinds of crazy little lines, right? So it'd be very hard to replicate, I would assume. So. All right, now, okay, I will just hint, I always try and act like I'm going to surprise. I'm not going to act like I'm surprised with this next one because I was super surprised to see it when you brought it out a few minutes ago. And I had to ask about this one. So just tell us all what this is, because this is wild.
So this is a car built by Doug and Brad DeBurry. It's father-son team. They build a lot of stuff for SEMA and Ford and all that stuff, and they've built this machine. Brad is an amazing driver, and they drift this thing and do all kinds of stuff with it. I believe it's got a Toyota motor in it. I believe it's a NASCAR motor. I'm not 100% sure.
But this is a Tacoma.
This is a Tacoma.
Based on it, I mean, it started as a Tacoma, right?
Pieces of a Tacoma are on here.
Yes, exactly. Because I'm seeing the grill here, but but there's a whole lot more going on, obviously.
Oh, yeah. So this thing flies. And if anybody gets a chance, watch some videos on this thing and watch them playing around with it and drifting it and doing all that kind of stuff. It's a beast. It's a beast.
And it comes across as a beast. It's heavy. This is heavy.
It is heavy. It is heavy.
And
it is
super detailed.
Heavily decoed.
Yeah. The color is great on it.
Yeah, and that's an awesome match to their color. We went and we scanned that thing. They are now located. They used to be located in California. Now they're in, I think, North Carolina, Charlotte. So we went and scanned it, and they gave us pieces of their wrap.
So you could
from there.
So I could send that,
send that, and have them match it.
Amazing. Yeah, this is one of those. I think like the Radford that. I mean, glad we can put it on the turntable and see it, but this is an in-person type of deal.
Yeah, right? I mean, I was trying to take pictures of this thing. It is so hard to capture everything that's there in person.
Well, that is incredible. All right, so this is what we're seeing from you. This is like the GTD, and then the next three are the next mix, and then I think Charlie, you're going to talk about a couple as well.
Yeah, I will.
And these are previous ones, but Charlie's going to show some of the recent ones that people might not have seen.
A few details.
Very cool cars.
All right, Charlie. All right. Now, I think you said these are out or coming out, right?
They are in between that. I mean, based on where you live, I think some have already come out, other places haven't come out yet. But this is in the same mix with the GTD. Here we have the Toyota Supra.
And this is your design?
This is my design. Biggest challenge was getting those cambered wheels.
Oh, here, hold it up. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Look at that.
Oh, so you did it on this? You and your cambers.
I know. I should be Camber Charlie.
That's a good nickname.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Well, you really can tell.
Yeah. Again, with the taillights and headlights too, I mean, I think the more modern cars have very busy designs for the headlights and taillights.
Yeah.
So just capturing that on these, I think, has been not easy, but somehow I'm able to make it work, hide it in between the design. And yeah, I mean, we have like full-on roll cage in there, a lot of interior detail. And yeah, the graphic came out really cool too.
I do, yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah, we had the creator of Pandem also come over and
really
bless this as well. So super cool that he gets to see it and give me a thumbs up.
It does capture the vibe.
Yeah. So that's super cool. And as you can see, and like Phil was talking about too, and as you were saying, we do get like a breadth of many different things, and it's all different, but at the same time, there's a similarity to it, right?
Sure.
And moving on to the next one, while I say that, we have the Porsche over here. No, I mean, this is a very iconic Safari Porsche.
Yes.
And it's from 1984. I mean, it's a very famous livery. We use the Porsche Rough Roads livery.
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, this one was really cool. Again, just trying to get all those details in there. I think the coolest thing about working on vehicles like these is actually like learning more about the car, right?
Sure.
Because you're going through the design of the car and the shaping, and it's almost like, because we'll do Porsches of different years, right?
Yeah.
You can almost pick up like and kind of tell what the designers were kind of going through and being like, oh, actually, it makes sense that they did this in 97 because in 82, like, you could see there's some of that shape forming into it, you know? So
you're building a knowledge database outside of everything else, just kind of like you're building almost a narrative as you design these.
Exactly. And you can, like, I'm starting to get to the point where I can see something and be like, oh, this is definitely from this car, right?
Yeah.
And you don't even have to show me the rest of the car, just like a section of it. You can almost recognize because of the shaping or the way they treat a surface.
That's really interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but I
just-
could
yeah,
totally
cool.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like some of the cars that I didn't really expect to enjoy working on, by the time I started doing the research and finding out more about the cars, they ended up being one of the more fun cars to work on. When I first started working in Hot Wheels, it's like sports cars, exotic cars, and muscle cars.
Right.
And some of the most fun ones were the trucks and all that.
That makes me so happy to hear that because, I feel like if there is a consistent narrative for me as a collector, it's that what I appreciate now, years and years after starting collecting, it's very different than what I thought I liked or I liked what I liked, right, back in the day, but that evolves. And it seems like it's a constant education, right?
Yep.
And, not for you guys to get in the weeds with me, but the things I get wrong in videos is, it's borderline embarrassment, what I get wrong. But I learn and it builds up in knowledge. And it's nice to know that you guys go through that same process and either you gain knowledge, but in gaining the knowledge, you're gaining kind of maybe an appreciation for something that you didn't have appreciation for prior.
One thing I like about everybody's into different things, so
Yes.
they know stuff that you don't know about.
For sure.
You know stuff that they don't know about, so everybody's bouncing stuff off of
Yeah.
each other. It's a real cool creative environment.
I love it.
I love our Hot Wheels team. We're very eclectic, and if there's a specific car, like there's a modern supercar, Ron should work on
Yeah.
it, and he would be like, I'll make time for whatever
Yeah.
you want, and or for me in this case now, and it's like Jags,
Right.
or Land Rovers, it kind of lands in my lap, or even rotaries. Still, I still have rotary in my heart.
Good. That's what we need.
Yeah, we need some rotary in our heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's the fun part of our team is we get to be ourselves and impart a little bit of ourselves into our designs.
Well, as we learn more about you guys, I think we see that how the lines reflect that, which is cool. You got to sell product, but
Yeah.
you see a lot of that coming out of these lines, especially these specialized lines like 143 and Elite. So, well, this is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, Charlie, we appreciate you taking a few minutes. I know you guys are busy at these conventions, and you have and your proximity to work means there's still expectations. You got to work too, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so I appreciate that you guys are taking a few minutes to do this, and we'll do it again.
Yep.
Sounds good.
We'll look for these soon. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.